You know, I wish I had a more aesthetically pleasing background, but I don't, because this is not my house. So, that was loud. But this week, this is a writing vlog. I've done a couple of these. I did it during NaNoWriMo, but I didn't complete NaNoWriMo. I wrote for like 2 weeks and then I didn't feel like writing. But I'm trying to pull up Google Chrome and trying to get Google Docs up. But I just have been wanting to write for a little bit. Oh, now the lighting has changed. I have my hair. I got off of work like an hour ago. I got off at 2 and it's 2:54. So I am wanting to write. I already put it on my calendar to write at 3 o'clock and start this vlog, and I did want to vlog for y'all because I've been watching not reading vlogs. I haven't really been reading. I've just started writing again because it's always on and off. Like I get like, I don't know what it is and why I sometimes just don't want to write or anything. So I don't know. Or read. Like I'm in so many reading slumps. So I don't even know what I'm doing with my life anymore. But anyways, I feel like I don't really talk that much about my writing on this channel. So I will be doing a little introduction. I haven't made a writing vlog in, I don't know, honestly. I write on Google Docs. I used to write on it was like called OneNote, but I did write on Microsoft Word, but we don't have that. So I do Google Docs instead. So basically, I have been writing. I'm not gonna tell you the title of the book because sorry, the chair also does make sound, so I look weird with my hair, but I don't want to give away the title of the book because it kind of not spoils the plot, but I don't want to talk about the plot really. I'll just kind of, I don't want to give anything away because I don't want someone to take my idea, you know? Basically, a backstory is that I've been writing this book since 8th grade. And I'm 22 right now. So I'm gonna be 23 next month. So basically, I have been writing this book since 8th grade and I've never completed it ever in my entire years of writing this book because I'm in 8th grade. I'm like 12, 13-ish. My writing over the years has matured and has gotten a lot better than when I was in 8th grade. And a lot of the story elements have changed. The plot, the character's motivation, and just plot ideas has changed over the years. And I just want the book to be the best as it possibly can before it gets published. And if I'm not happy with the book, then I'm not going to publish it until I'm finally happy with it. Even though I feel like you can never really be happy because even after you publish it, you could think of something you're like, oh, I could have added this to make something make more sense or whatever. But yeah, so I just want the book to be the best it possibly can. And if I publish the book, say I published it, I wrote it all in 8th grade, published in 9th grade, like some of the characters, like their names have changed because I used to be obsessed with these group of British YouTubers, you know, like Alfie Days, Marcus Butler, Jack and Finn, Jim Chapman, and Zoella, Tanya, and the whole lot. I was obsessed with like those boys and everything, and so I would add them as characters into my story. And like, it's not a fan fiction obviously, but it was just like, hey, like I took them like not as people but like their names, and I would imagine them as the characters, and like I would do that with just sometimes. So like, and then I was like, okay, like I don't like these people anymore, so I would like change the characters' names and everything. At one point I've had them like Alfie, I had them Marcus, you know, like the character's name, but I was like I don't want to have them as characters. These, I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote them in. I wrote them basically into the story and everything, but as I've developed this whole like writing this whole book, the characters are not like anyone in general. Yes, I based them off kind of like, I've matched them up with celebrities of who I think would play this character, say if it became a movie or a TV show. That these characters that I have are their own separate people, and they're not linked to any like YouTuber or celebrity. Yes, I could be like, oh, like one character looks like this one boy celebrity or this one girl celebrity, like that's how I imagine them as, but I wouldn't base their personality off that celebrity or anyone in particular. These characters are their own people that I've made come to life in the story, and I'm not going to base them off of any YouTubers that I did in 8th grade. And so I like 8th, 9th, and 10th grade is kind of like when I like still kept basing them off those YouTubers, and I swung away from that because I don't like, I sometimes still watch their videos, but I'm not obsessed with them, and these characters are not those YouTubers. These characters have become their own person over the years, because I just originally based, because I didn't know and I wasn't thinking, and I was like, okay, like I would love to have these characters play in this movie, like, oh, like I would love to have Alfie Days play in the movie. Like, no, like realistically, like that would never happen, and that's not who I would want as, like Alfie Days is not a character in this book, so I'm not putting him in the book because he's not a character in my book. So the character has changed, the location, it was originally it was based in Florida, and then no, originally it was based in Virginia, and then it was based in Montana, and now it's based in Florida. I've changed locations because it's like a road trip thing. They have to go from point A to point B and get something and whatnot. And so they would have to travel by car. I didn't want to do airplane because I wanted to progress the story. If they just flew and then there. At that time, I didn't really have like an idea. Like I just had point A to point B, and in throughout point A to B, they would do stuff like in the car, like have conversations, and they would stop places and everything. But that would draw out the story to make the story a bit longer. But honestly, now the plot has developed a lot more, and I'm changing the plot a little bit differently, and the characters' motives of getting this one thing, their motive behind getting that thing, and what is going on in their head of like, hey, we need this thing to help the world or something like that. Well, I mean, it is technically. They're getting this one thing, which I'm not going to spoil because I can't spoil anything. I have to try to go around certain things, but they want to get this thing to help the world that they think is helping, but in reality it's not really helping. It's hurting people in the process, and after they get that, they are hurting a lot of people by getting that one thing. But they think in their head that they think that's okay, and in reality it's not. And so after they get that one thing, the story is going to progress even more. There is going to be a lot, why did I just say that in an accent? There is going to be a lot of more development in the story instead of drawing out the whole book. The whole book, the end of the book was supposed to be them getting that one thing, hurting a bunch of people, and then I didn't know where someone was going to die at the end. And then book 2 would happen. But because I don't want the reader to be bored of like, okay, you're just drawing this whole thing out and then and they'll finally get what they need. No, like I think toward the middle of what they need, they're gonna get it in the middle now, technically. Now they're gonna get it in the middle. And then the rest of the story is gonna progress and things are gonna get a lot worse in the story and by the end. And then I plan on 3 books, but the 2 other things I don't think is gonna happen anymore because of things that I've made changes in this book. So the genre of this book is realistic. Not I was gonna call it realistic fantasy. So like it's a contemporary setting, like not urban. What do you call urban fantasy? I know that Shadowhunters is urban fantasy. The mortal instruments, technically not shadow. They're Shadowhunters, but the mortal instruments is technically, I guess, urban fantasy, but it's not all fantasy aspects. It's not like based on fantasy. Like it's more of like dystopian. It's like between fantasy and dystopian. Like there is some fantasy like elements in it, like magic per se. My book does contain magic, but also it's going to be a dystopian society. It's going to become a dystopian society instead of like, hey, like they're living like us, like for example now, like we're living in just a regular like society and reality. But with that, there is some fantasy, there's some magical elements that only like one group of people is going to have. Like the main character is going to have like magic ability, not magic ability, I don't want to, that's the thing, I can't spoil it because I don't know what the right word, it like explains in the book. Like the reader doesn't know until the main character knows on what is happening. So magic abilities and her family as well. They just keep saying, oh, you're the key, like you are, because the girl, the main character, gets kidnapped by these group of boys that are after something, and she's the only one who can unlock something where they're going, and so she has to unlock it because she's the key. But they keep telling her, you're the key, we're gonna rule the world together, we're gonna be like this. Like her boyfriend is in the same group that kidnapped her, but they're like, oh, we're gonna rule the world together. Okay, like you're the key, you're the key, like they keep saying you're the key, but she doesn't know what's going on, and she's confused. She's like, how am I the key to getting whatever you want? Like she's just some normal girl, or she thinks she's normal. But yeah, so this is kind of just the basic of my story. So it has fantasy, realistic fantasy, it has magical elements in it, but it also becomes from a regular reality society, nothing is the matter. Like, it's not a perfect government, it's like, but it's like our regular like US government, and everyone, like, the reality that we're in right now is the reality they're in technically, but it becomes a dystopian in their world. So yeah, so that's kind of like, it has magical elements in it. It's like Shatter Me. They have like magical abilities, and it's in a dystopian society. So it becomes dystopian society. So we're gonna, the reader and the main character, you're not the main character. It's in first person point of view. The main character is telling her story through, you're seeing her story through her eyes as it's happening and everything. So it's in first person, but there is multiple points of views, which I'm trying to stick to only the main character point of view, but there will be a couple point of views in the story when it adds to it, when you need to see the other person's perspective of what is happening and what is going on and everything. So like, you have to see like what is going on through their head during this whole thing, and they're explaining things to the reader and everything. So yeah, so basically what I need to do today is Monday the 19th. I am trying to, you know what I need to do? I'm on chapter 17, and my current word count is 25,490, and there's 56 pages, and I'm in 17 chapters. So there is sometimes some of the chapters have only one point of view, and then the next chapter is a different point of view. So instead of having like, sometimes the chapters will be like 2 or 3 pages long, I can combine the 2 point of views in the same chapter. Like, say like the main character is this, and then her point of view ends, and then another character's point of view, because there sometimes it'd be like chapter 5 one point of view, and then chapter 6 is another point of view. But if that chapter is short, I need to combine the two, like the 2 different point of views in the same chapter. Like, be like main character ends, and then the next character's point of view ends, and then start a new chapter. So I need to figure out which chapters can do that and which ones cannot. Not every single chapter has a different point of view. It's mainly the main girl's point of view, the main character. I don't want to give her away her name because I want it to be a surprise. Once I want to get this book published and everything, I want everything to be a surprise for you. And if you're watching this and you want to read my book one day, then I want to surprise everyone and everything. So if I've never talked about it before, I don't know, I honestly don't remember what happened in my other reading vlogs and what I explained and everything. So if you're new and you're watching this, hi, what's up? My name is Molly. Nice to meet you. And I love writing and reading, so yeah. So I am currently on chapter 17, and I combined 2 point of views. So I have a guy's point of view. It's kind of short, that's why I'm combining the chapters. And then the main character's point of view. I need to finish her point of view, and then I'll start chapter 18. I am not a planner. I plan as I go, of like, I'll write something down of like in the plot of like how I want to continue plot or how the plot changes, and I'll write it down in my notebook and binder that I do have. I need to organize it a lot better because it's messy. I need to get rid of just, I need just one thing, because I have a notebook and a binder, and I only need a binder. Honestly, I don't need a notebook too. But yeah, I originally had the notebook, and then I added a binder as well because I wanted to add photos of celebrities. But those have changed, so. But now I have Pinterest, so I use Pinterest, and I have celebrities for my characters. It's private because I don't want anyone to see anything until I'm ready and everything. So yeah, then this clip's 20 minutes long. Okay, I will catch with you guys. Oh, I wanted to tell you that I am reading, it's called Just Right by James Scott Bell, and I'm reading this for writing stuff, so, and I'm annotating it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish chapter 17, and then I just go by like the edge of my seat. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes I write things and I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself, honestly, in the story. I've already explained stuff, but I keep mentioning it. And I said, Molly, sometimes, like, even me as a reader, I'll forget things if they don't, like, mention it again. I'm like, oh, yeah, forgot about that. So sometimes I'll just repeat myself in the story just to add stuff to make it longer. But yeah, so I don't even know, like, the amount of times I've restarted the story. It says draft 4, but I'm not even on draft 4. This is just draft 2 knows. Honestly, I just write draft 2 knows. Cause not me, honey. Cause I've thrown away stuff with I don't know why I didn't keep any of my stuff. There's some stuff on like OneNote where I've seen, like, where I've written and everything, and on Google Docs I made another, like, I made another doc and everything. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get something to eat while I write, and yeah, so I will catch up with you guys. I'm gonna probably do like a little montage, not montage, a little thing of me typing, because we love that aesthetic and ASMR. So okay, I will be back. I don't know, I'll update y'all whenever I make some progress. Okay, it's been not that almost an hour since I updated you. Not even an hour. I've recorded the last clip for like 20 minutes, but yeah, I wrote a little bit. I wrote like a paragraph, and I had some chips while I watched YouTube. But you can see just my white pale leg. It's fine. I'm at the point of where I just don't know. I feel like it's dragging a little bit. Not dragging. No, they're not driving to the place. They were driving from Florida, and they made it to Macon, Georgia. I think that's what it's called. And they got on an airplane and are going to Kentucky, because that's where what they need is. It's in Kentucky. So instead of driving to not full time, to make it a little faster. No, I'm talking with an accent. A little faster, like, sorry, I'm always trying to adjust myself. I can't sit still. They're hopping on a private plane that one of the boys own. Like, the main, like, leader of the group that kidnapped the main character. He owns a plane. It is his own personal plane. And he lives in Florida, but apparently he had a plane in Georgia. I don't know. I just said, okay, at this point, I changed it up. I said, instead of driving, they get on a plane and go into Kentucky, because I don't have any more ideas of how the story is going to continue. She can't be escaping every 5 seconds, because she has tried to escape like a couple times, but they get her back because, you know, there's two groups of boys, and they both want the same thing. The two group of boys used to be friends, but now like they split up and there's 2 leaders of each group, and 2 boys went to the other one, and then 3 of the other boys went with the one that's with the main character. And they were already split up before the main character before the story even started. Like at this point of time, the group, they explain in the book how they split. Like one of the other boys, well, not 3 boys, there's one of the boys that I keep forgetting that he's even a thing because he's so irrelevant to the story, but I have him in there. I don't need that many characters in that thing. I might just take him out of the story completely at this point, because he has said like one thing the entire time in the 17 chapters, that is in the span of 24 hours. In the whole, like, they kidnapped her technically like after school, so like around like 5ish. She was supposed to go on a date with her boyfriend, but her boyfriend kidnapped her. Technically, if you really want to be technical about it, like he was with the groups, like, but it explains why he is with her and everything, and why he's dating her, and the whole like plot and the plan to get her. But so I don't even need one of these boys. That boy was in like this first like chapter 2 for like 2 sentences, and I keep forgetting that he's a thing. There's one of the boys that I like always add into the story because I like him more than the other 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5 technically. The main leader, the second in command, the boy who's not relevant at all and does nothing for the story at all, but is just there as a filler, as another boy, even though he has no relevance, nothing. He does nothing in the story because I keep forgetting about him. So I might just I might just delete him completely. I'd be like, hey boy, you don't exist, get out of my story, and you are not relevant at all. And then another boy who talks a couple of times, but he is kind of like the person, like in case someone gets hurt, he does like first aid stuff, like he's there for first aid. That was my original like plan, was that like the main girl would get hurt a couple of times, obviously, and he was there. He literally was only there for the medical stuff. Like if someone got hurt, that was literally the only reason why he was in the story, is because I needed a boy for that. Not a boy for that, but like I needed one of the boys to help the main character when she was hurt, and to like put like gauze or like clean up her head wound or something. That was the only reason why I have him. And then the other one is the boyfriend, who originally was not in the kidnapping at all, until little do you know that there was actually originally, his name was Harrison. It was actually my crush in 8th grade. I had him in the story, so I used the name because I had a crush on him. His name was Harrison. He's not watching this at all, and I'm pretty sure he knew that I liked him, because apparently it was obvious when I liked the boy, but I don't know when a guy likes me. I don't know, complicated. But anyways, that's not relevant to this whole thing. So Harrison was gonna be the boy who was kidnapped as well, because it originally was supposed to be 2 different genders, the main character and the other boy, because they had to have a boy and a girl. to go into this certain place. Because originally the whole plot, I'm not using this anymore so I can tell you about it because it's not relevant at all anymore. There had to be a boy and a girl because they had to go into a place that was sealed, and only because the boys who kidnapped them were above the age of 18, and so someone trapped something in somewhere. Try not to spoil anything at all. But in order to go into that certain place, you had to be either a boy or a girl. Go in from the ages of like baby to 17. So the characters were originally, I think 15 or 16. I think it was like 16 that they were. Now I think she's gonna be, the main character is 17, but her birthday is next month in the story. So she's gonna be 18. So she's gonna be like a legal age. But I scrapped that whole idea like a couple months ago because, not a couple months ago, over the summer I think, that I scrapped that whole only boy or girl could go in at the ages from baby to 17 could go in, because that person who made that seal thought, hey, like, because something like is really powerful and very dangerous and could hurt a lot of people is trapped in that thing, that I'm not trying to expose anything, trapped somewhere, and it's sealed off, and the person who made the seal was like, hey, like, people from babies to 17 are too stupid to go and try to get this most powerful thing, and so they only, if you were 18 and up, if you try to go in, you'd be instantly killed. But if you're a baby or to 17, then you could go in. Even though it doesn't make any sense when you really think about it, because someone who's like 16 or 17 is smart enough to go and find it and go in and get the thing that's gonna kill a lot of people. It's gonna not kill. That could hurt a lot of people. Try not to have a sex with myself. I'm just kidding. And so those people, so I was like, I'm gonna scratch that because it doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't matter who goes in the cave. Anyone could go in the cave at that point. And it's a cave they're going in. Okay, y'all, it's a cave. Listen, it's a cave that has something in there. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a cave that they're going to that is sealed off. So like, oh, like anyone could go into the cave. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't that person just make any age instantly die if they went in? So they wouldn't try. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna scrap that idea because it doesn't make any sense really. So Harrison became a character that was only supposed to be friends with the boyfriend, and now Harrison only had one line, I think, still in the whole story. So Harrison really is not a character anymore. He's not relevant. He has nothing to do. I was gonna originally make Harrison the boyfriend because Harrison was supposed to, the main character was supposed to have a crush on Harrison, like I did. But really, like, then after I scratched the idea, Harrison had no relevance, nothing to the entire story. So Harrison's really not a thing. Harrison is one line. I still kept him in the story, but he's the boyfriend's friend in the story instead of being kidnapped with the main character. So he is not any more relevant in the story, really. So I scrapped that idea and I was like, okay, bye Harrison, you can go now. So now it's just her that was kidnapped, and now it has to be her to go and to de-seal it. She's the key. So I told you I was not gonna spoil anything. I just was looking through my videos, and the last writing vlog was NaNoWriMo week 1 of 2018. So yeah, it's been a while, but you can just see my white legs. Yeah, so that was kind of like my whole original idea, but I scrapped it and I said, doesn't make any sense really. Because I was like, oh, there's a point to it. No, really, honestly, it doesn't make any sense. And so I said, bye. Get out of my story because you don't make any sense. And like just one day I just came up with the new like whole like how to get into the cave and everything. And yeah, so I need to get rid of his name's Ryan. I need to get rid of Ryan because Ryan has no relevance at all to the entire story. He was just an add-on of like to have characters or to help try to get help, like if the main character, if she escaped, to get her back, he would be one of the guys to go. But like honestly, Ryan has no relevance to the story, so I literally might just delete Ryan and get rid of him completely, so there I don't have to worry about so many characters. So like I have like not a lot of characters, but when they meet someone new, I have to have a name for them. I have to have them introduce themselves. Like I want the reader to know what their name is. I don't know why. I just don't want to be like, oh, this blonde girl came to the story. Like, who even is she? She's not relevant. But like, I feel like if I add a name, she's somewhat relevant. But she only has a couple lines in the story, and then they continue on in the book, and she's no longer in the book. But I want to have a name. I want to have some type of something. But like, I just have them all written down, each character and what their role is and what they do. So they have a name, and most likely their name will be said if they say their name, or someone makes them say their name. But like, hey, what is your name? Tell me what your name is. Like, you know, like, if you don't, I'll kill you. Which did happen. But, anyways. Yeah, so, Ryan just needs to get out of here. And, because Ryan literally has no relevance at all to the story. He just said, I think, one thing the whole time. Because I forgot about him. I forgot he was a thing. Because sometimes I don't always check my thing. I'm like, writing the scene, I'm like, wait, sometimes I'll forget characters exist. I'm like, wait. Because that's how much they don't mean to me. Like, if, like, they meant a lot to me, like, I would add them more to the story. But honestly, Ryan meant nothing to me, and I really don't care anymore. So I might just delete him completely. Erase Ryan's existence completely, and I'm at this, my original whole thing was, I'm at this point of, I don't know how to continue. I don't know where to continue. I think I did I say that? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to, I might just have them, because they took off on the plane already, and the main character and her boyfriend were having a conversation on the plane. So, okay. And so now they're not having a conversation anymore, and they would just sit there in silence. So I might just end it here. Finish this paragraph because it like goes on to an ending. The last sentence is, he lets out a huge sigh. Like, that's literally the last sentence. They just, after that conversation, they literally just like, he doesn't respond back to what she said. He just sits there slumped in his seat, brushing his fingers through her hair, and he lets out a huge sigh. And that's the last thing I wrote. But I need to end this paragraph, and I need to go on to the next chapter when they land. They need to land in, they're landing in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm on page 54 right now, I think. Is it 54? Yeah, 54. My count is 25,731. So I wrote like 100-ish words. So I didn't write that much, honestly. So lost math. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish this paragraph and this scene, and go on to the next chapter when they land in Lexington, Kentucky. And from there, they're going to drive to this state park. That is where the cave is. So they have to drive a whole hour to there. Because that was the closest, like, major city airport that I could find. Macon is not even a really, like, it's a regional airport technically. But they have a private plane, so they can do whatever the heck they want. Good morning. Okay. So my camera's dying. So after this clip, I have to recharge it. I didn't realize it. Okay. I did not write anything when I said I was gonna finish that paragraph. Instead, I'm trying to get my Facebook account back because someone hacked it, and I didn't realize it for like 2 weeks because I don't have access to my old email that was for my Facebook account. So I didn't even know it was hacked until I tried to log into it. And it was logged out, so I couldn't. And it changed the password. The person hacked it, changed the password, obviously. And I rechanged the password. But the thing is, it needs a 2-step verification code, which I cannot get unless I'm logged into my Facebook account or I have a third-party app. But I can't get it to my Facebook account to get a code to put into the third-party app. So I'm locked out of Facebook completely. And I try to call support. There's no support number. I go on the support page. It just saying do this. And I said I've done that. But if I can't access my Facebook account, if I can't actually fully log in without a code, then what you're telling me is absolutely pointless. So I've been trying to battle. I'm trying to get my Facebook account back. And I don't know what that person's posting. None of my family members has said anything. So it must be nothing serious or something, but I'm just filming in the same spot. Oh shoot, yo. I'm trying to move the chair. So I've just been on YouTube and TikTok this whole 2 hours as my camera charged. My camera did die, but basically I just can't get into my Facebook and I don't know what to do. So yeah, so basically I am writing chapter 18 now in the mom's point of view, because the mom is the main character's family is going to actually be a part of this story, kind of, sort of. It originally was going to be the main character's, her point of view again, in chapter 18, but I'm changing it to the mom's point of view because I need to film stuff. And it's raining. Is it pouring? I can't see. Yeah, it's currently pouring. It's been raining all morning. It's all cloudy, so the lighting, I have to use artificial lighting. So yeah, I don't know what to write. I'm just having a not writer's block, but I'm just not sure what to add right now in this chapter. From her point of view, I know where I want to go, kind of, but not really. It's they're on a plane, so from Florida, so it's based in Tampa. That's where I live, but we're just gonna base it in Tampa because that's all I know. Really, I don't know any other. I know Orlando slightly, but I just was it's not even like really, it's not based in Tampa really. Like they live technically in Tampa, but only the first chapter and the second chapter is in Tampa. But the rest of it is not really in Tampa except like the mom's point of view. So like I just have it just as a city in Florida because it was just easier for me to like write instead of like Montana. Like I had to figure out like roads and like cities, and I just felt like it was easier to start in Florida and go. It's Florida, Georgia, and they're flying into Kentucky because that's where they're going. So it was just easier if I did it that way. But I'm just trying to figure out what to do and what to write because right now I don't know how to continue this chapter. They're on a plane. What I was saying was they were on a plane from Tampa and going to Kentucky. The mom, the brother, and the dad are all going to Kentucky to try to find the main character because they know everything. The main character doesn't. Like she doesn't know anything. But the mom, the brother, and the dad do. And so they're going to go find her. They know where the cave is. They know where the thing is that they need. Why? Look, you can see like difference between my arm and my leg. I'm just trying to figure it out. I just don't know. I don't know what's right. I need to work today, but it's raining. Because I do Instacart and I drive for Uber as well. I don't want to drive around. I don't want to do anything. But I need the money, honey. But I work at Busch Gardens, so I'm not scheduled for the rest of this week. I'm going out to Pennsylvania from Friday through Monday this weekend. So, yeah. I won't be working at Busch Gardens until next Tuesday and Wednesday. That's all I'm scheduled for. So I need money to pay my bills because I get paid on Thursday. So, and it's not like enough. It's only enough to pay my car payment and for me to have gas. So yeah, I just don't know. Like, I've just been watching YouTube. So I'm just going to try to continue to write and figure out how to continue on to this chapter. I need to eat lunch, but I don't know what to make. I'm getting hungry. Still finished my coffee. I don't know what to do. I'm struggling at this point because I just don't know how to continue on to like nothing's coming to my mind of like I kind of know I don't want to repeat anything. Like I don't want to repeat like cause sometimes I just repeat stuff and to add like space, not add space, but like to add like filler stuff, but like I don't even realize I'm doing it. I just keep talking about the same thing over and over again sometimes. And it's annoying me, and I said, I meant to do a time lapse yesterday, but I never did it. So, not a time lapse, maybe just a little clips of me typing and writing, just everything. So I could do a time lapse, like honestly. So okay, anyways, I'm gonna get lunch or something and just walk away from this computer and just maybe walk around and just try to think of like what to write, and maybe I'll get some inspiration with this scene or something. Okay, I will catch you guys once I start writing again, and I'll do a time lapse and just a thing of me writing if I remember. So yeah. Good morning. Okay, I look horrific because I need to take a shower and wash my hair. So it's 10:27 a.m. I have my coffee, so set to go. I've used the same mug 3 days in a row. 4 days, if you count Sunday. That's the first one that's in the front, and so I just keep grabbing that one. So I need to go to work around 1ish. For like Instacart. I'm gonna do Instacart. If you don't know what Instacart is, it's a job that I do. It's where I go out, I shop for people's groceries, and I deliver it to their house. So that's what I do as one of my jobs. But I recently got a job at Busch Gardens, which is more of it's an hourly job where I make a certain amount of money per hour. And it's an actual schedule instead of like Instacart or Uber where I make my own schedule and the pay is like different each time I do an order or a ride. So I am really like only doing Instacart or Uber whenever I'm not working for Busch Gardens. So if I need money or something, I will do Instacart or Uber. Or I also work technically for Postmates, but I don't really do Postmates that much. But yeah, so I have like 3 self-employment jobs technically, and then 1 like regular like job. So where I'm employed by a business. So I need to do Instacart today because I'm going up to Pennsylvania. Did I tell you this? I'm going up to Pennsylvania this Friday to that Monday. So we're gonna be gone for 4 days. And everything. So yeah, and then I won't be working at Busch Gardens. They didn't schedule me yesterday, today's Wednesday, or Thursday tomorrow. So I'm working Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. This might be the last day that I'm doing the writing vlog. I'm probably gonna upload it tomorrow and you might see it on Thursday, which is tomorrow when you're watching this, hopefully. And then, yeah, so I've been trying to write in the morning and then go to work, but yesterday I was like stuck on writing and I wanted to keep writing, but I just didn't know what to write. And so I didn't go to work until like 4ish. So yeah, I went to go to work at like 12:30, but I didn't. So yeah, so after I write for like 2ish hours, and then I will go to work, take a shower first because I need a shower, and then go to work and everything. So I just will be writing for these 2 hours and try to vlog and I already have enough content. I swear I have like 2 20-minute clips, but those will be cut down obviously, so it won't be like full 20 minutes. Because a lot of times I just repeat myself over and over again, and so I need to like not do that whenever I'm filming. I don't know why I love to repeat myself 20 million times. So yeah, I just wrote a sentence before I filmed this. So my goal, I guess, is to write 2,000 words today, which is, I think, doable. Can you write 2,000 words in 2 hours? I'm pretty sure. How long does it take to write 1,000? How long does it take to write 2,000 words? Writing 2,000 words will take about 50 minutes for the average writer typing on a keyboard and 1.7 hours for handwriting. So it might take an hour. So if I, depending on how many breaks I take, because I cannot find writing inspiration, like not motivation, to like try to figure out what I want to write in my story. It might take 2 hours or an hour. Who knows how long it might take to write 2,000 words. I could write 3,000 words if I wanted to. Just whatever I'm feeling and what time it is by the time I need to get into the shower, everything. So yeah, okay, that's it for right now. I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore, I think, on Monday, so it's washed, obviously. So okay, y'all, it's really always the same angle, but this is all we can work with. I mean, I could change it to somewhere else and y'all just see a wall. I could be like that, where you can see part of my computer. But no, I like this angle. So the verdict of me writing. Did I get to 2,000 words? No. I got to 743. I didn't even get to 1,000, honey. So yeah, I'm not itching my butt, I'm itching my back, so it doesn't looks like I was itching my butt. It was it. No. I'm watching. Okay, we're gonna BookTube now. So I need to take a shower. After I finish this video, which is 45 minutes long, then I'll take a shower and go to work. Even though in that time it could be writing, but I just I don't feel like writing, so that's why I'm not writing. I'm watching BookTube instead. I haven't watched BookTube in like a month. 2 months, I don't know, it feels like a very long time. So yeah, I'm not itching my butt, I'm itching my back. So yeah, I'm watching It's Books and Lala, her weekend reading vlog that was recently posted. But I did want to end the vlog here for you guys because I'm not writing anymore today and I don't want this vlog to be extremely long and everything. So yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you give us a big old thumbs up, subscribe down below to see more if you enjoy my content, and hit that little bell button right next to the subscribe button to be notified whenever I do post a new video. And comment down below, are you writing a book? I would like to know, what is your book's genre? Tell me in the comments and everything. So yeah, that is it for this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, I love you.